Most e-commerce stores running Google Ads are sitting on a gold mine they cannot access. Today I'm going to show you a real account that me and my team have worked with within their Google Ads account to take them from $30,000 a month in ad spend stuck at a 6 ROAS, watching money go out the door because, of course, different accounts need different ROASs. And by the time that we finished working on their account, they already went to a 13 ROAS and around $70,000 in added monthly revenue in Q4. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly what we found, what we changed, and what the results look like step by step. And if your store is already running Google Ads and you feel like you're leaving money on the table, I promise you this is the perfect video for you. So who was this brand? This brand was an outdoor furniture retailer running around 9 figures in yearly revenue from both physical stores and their online e-commerce store. So they had around 30K a month in paid Google Ads spend during Q4, and the ROAS was sitting about at a 6 ROAS. Now, is that bad? No, it's not. It's actually really, really good. But they had plateaued, and of course, as many of you viewers watching, you want to grow bigger. So now, why didn't they grow bigger? They came to us because their previous agency just wasn't doing the job. They were just plateauing. They were sitting around collecting their monthly retainer while the account completely stood at a standstill. So this is why they came to us, and here is how we fixed it for them. So the first thing that we did was audit their account, and these are the top things that we found. The first thing was zombie keywords, and those are keywords that are running with 0 conversions and quietly getting clicks and budget every single day. We definitely don't want that in an account, because if you're getting clicks and if you're spending money on something, you want conversions, you want sales. Easier said than done. The second thing that we saw was multiple ad groups have been built without any logical theme. There was no search intent focus. Like, for example, if you're an e-commerce store watching this, you want to have search campaigns centered around top of the funnel going towards your blog articles, middle of the funnel going towards more intent-based searches that are trying to get the user to sign up for your email or something like that. And then bottom of the funnel, which is self-explanatory, which is either your branded or high intent, purchase ready intent keywords. And then the last thing that we noticed, or a couple more things that we noticed, was that the conversion tracking had bugs. It wasn't completely parsing the e-commerce conversion value to Google Ads correctly, and their Google Analytics conversion value was not the same as their Google Ads conversion value. The variance was huge. It was probably around 40 to 50%. Bottom line, the account was pretty much broken and it was undisciplined, and this agency just wasn't doing enough. So the first fix that we did in the slew of problems that we found was killing all the zombie keywords. Immediately we went in and we searched at keywords that had completely no good quality score, low search volume, or they had high search volume, a lot of clicks, but no conversions. If you're an e-commerce store owner watching this right now, I really, really encourage you to go through your search campaigns, whether that be separated through intent or a broad search campaign, to go through those keywords that you have in your keyword list and make sure that they're getting you a conversion value, or at the very least that they're completely relevant to the intent that you're targeting. If they're not, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you pause those. That way you can increase that ROAS. The second fix that we did was very, very relevant to the first fix, which was restructuring the ad groups within that search campaign and pulling all the high performing keywords out of those bloated ad groups and rebuilding them into a tight single theme group with relevant ad copy to match all of those high intent or middle intent or bottom of the funnel intent keywords. Of course, like I said, you have to be very, very focused into what type of intent throughout the funnel you're targeting within all of your search campaigns. This makes sure that the entire user journey is being completely optimized for. That way, no customers are slipping through the cracks. The third fix that we did, as I've already mentioned, was fixing the conversion tracking. Honestly, I should have let off with this one, but this is so huge. We went into their Google Tag Manager and we made sure that we applied the proper data layer variables. We made sure that we applied the proper conversion tracking into their thank you pages, into all their PDPs and things of that nature, to make sure that every single conversion value was being tracked to the dime. If it was not, then that would have been a big problem, because as you all know, Google Ads is a machine learning system. If your conversion tracking is not correct, then that means that you're essentially throwing a dart blindfolded. If you're a store owner watching this, I incentivize you, after all these fixed, conversion tracking is number one that you should make sure is fixed first and foremost. Now, the fourth fix that we did was applying a customer match list. What's a customer match list? If you go into Google Ads and you go into audiences, you can create a customer match list using all the emails of all the customers that you have gathered over the years of running your own e-commerce store. Now, this was a 9-figure e-commerce store, so of course we had around hundreds of thousands of customer emails that wasn't being utilized properly within the Google Ads system. So we developed a cadence into taking all of those customer email lists that were developed from Google or purchased from Google and put that into the Google Ads audience list and applied that for observation into all of our standard shopping, into our PMAX audience, and then our search observation lists as well. This gives Google that 10 to 20% budget needs to really like push forward your ROAS and just understand who your ideal audience really is. One of the last things that we did was adjust their product lists or the products that we were targeting for the seasonality. I mentioned that we had this big shift from 6 to 13 ROAS during Q4. Now Q4 is cold, it is Christmas. So this was the outdoor furniture store, and we wanted to make sure that we were not targeting, for example, backyard umbrellas when it was Christmas, when it was snowing. So we made sure that we targeted things that really incentivize the user to click on the ad because it has relevance to the timing, to the seasonality. So that would mean like patio heaters, that would mean like closed canopies and things like that. Anything in the outdoor furniture space that really was relevant to a Christmas time, which could also include Christmas decorations and things like that. Now, to those of you watching this, this might seem like, oh, this is an easy fix. Well, I would incentivize you to check within your own account to make sure that you are targeting things that are relevant to the seasonality, or at least the customer ebbs and flows within your audience pool. Like, for example, if you're targeting a gifting product and it's around Thanksgiving, then why aren't you running a gifting deal or anything like that within the Thanksgiving time frame? The list goes on and on and on, but I'm creating an example just to give you an idea of what you should be working on based on your customers' journeys, the seasonality, and the audience behaviors that you found from running your own store. This is what we found from running this backyard store's journey, and this is what we did to increase them from a 6 to 13 ROAS during that Q4 timeframe. So what really occurred from all this? Well, number one, the ROAS went from a 6 to a 13, which more than doubled from last year, year over year, but the budget remained exactly the same. The second thing, the conversion value nearly doubled as well, and we increased it by $70,000 on their e-commerce front year over year as well. And one thing that was pretty crazy was that their clicks actually went down year over year. Now, you're probably watching this and thinking that's a pretty bad thing. I want more clicks, I want more sales. But here's the deal. If you're getting less clicks, which in this case, this customer of ours was getting, it's not totally a bad thing. If you're getting less clicks, but you're getting more sales, then that means you're getting more serious buyers, you're getting a lower volume of clicks and higher quality clicks in return, which would mean a higher ROAS, a higher profit margin for your business, and higher sales. Overall, everything is better. You shouldn't be running Google Ads, and neither was this client of ours running Google Ads for clicks, impressions, or to market their business to anybody and whoever. We targeted down their ICP, we targeted down those search terms, we targeted down those keywords to get a higher return per click and per session that they would get on their website. So the account definitely did not need more spend, it just needed a cleaner spend, less clicks, but higher quality clicks. And this is the difference between an account that is just managed and an account that is being invested upon and being grown upon from a really, really well-managed agency. So that's the full breakdown. It's the same budget, the same store, but more than double the ROAS and $70,000 added in additional revenue just from fixing what was already there from a previously poorly managed Google Ads account. You can actually read this case study. That's a link in our description, but you have two options on what to do now. You can take what I showed you today, go through your unstructured ad account, go through your search terms and do all the manual stuff, or you can click the link in the description and get a free audit for your ad account from our team of Google Ads experts. We'll focus on what we can do in your account to increase your ROAS and add more conversion value rather than you having to go through that slog of doing it yourself and more than likely getting things wrong in the process. No fluff, no sales pitch, just the audit. If this was useful, subscribe. I put out Google Ads content weekly, and I'll see you in the next video.